Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So this is a class for the level 1 students. Inshallah, I couldn't cover a lot of these details in during our class, so you can use this as a grammar lesson for you guys. So what I'm going to talk about is the concept of fi'al, أفعال, verbs, basically, in the mudari' form and in the madi form. So madi is past tense, mudari' is present tense. So let me break it down in terms of theory, and then we'll go through how it's actually used. So in the Arabic language, you have he. In the verbal form, let's say fa'ala is like saying he did, but male, one person. Fa'ala is two people did. Fa'alu is they did, masculine. Okay, so just like how we had a he did, we'll have a she did in the Arabic language. So fa'ala becomes fa'alat, the ta with sukoon for one female doing. Fa'alata for two females doing. Fa'alna is going to be three or more. So anything in the Arabic language is one, two, and many. Jam'a. Jam'a is after two would be many, basically jam'a. So this is for he and she. So obviously you also have you, you two, and you all for male, female, right? So you have you two, and then you all, both male and female. So the root word fa'ala becomes fa'alta. That means you, masculine, did. You did, referring to a male. See that the added letter is a ta. Fa'altuma is you both did, and the tuma is the added word, and the lam takes a sukoon. Fa'altum is three and above males did, like saying you all did. And then for female, for you did, you'll say fa'alti. And for two people, male and female, it's the same form. Fa'altuma, fa'altuma. And then you all did, referring to females, fa'altunna. Fa'altunna is you all did. So for I and then we did is same for masculine and feminine. So if I take the root word fa'ala, I want to say I did, I'll say fa'altu. So two is the added word. And then the word na is basically we did. So fa'alna. So this is basically the forms for fa'ala. So in the Arabic language, the verbs can be a 3-letter form, 4-letter form, 5-letter form, 6-letter verb. So for now, our main focus when you study level 1, the main focus is going to be mainly 3 or 4-letter verb. And the other verbs, inshallah, over time, it will become very easy. So if you master the 3, the others are pretty much easy. So the word kataba is to say he wrote, okay? He wrote or to write. So if I want to say two people wrote, kataba, the alif is the added. I want to say they wrote for more than two, katabu. So the added is basically the waw. Obviously the alif comes along. So if I want to say, let's say, okay, they've changed the forms. Okay, so in this case, you have wajada means found. If you want to say she found, the wajada is the root word. So she found, if you go to see what they did with fa'alat, the tha is the added letter. So you'll take the word wajada, and you want to say she found, you say wajadat. So if I want to say two females found something, wajadata. And then you want to say they found, you say wajadna, without alif, wajadna. Okay, so inshallah. And now you see talaba, if you want to say you sought or to ask for something also is basically, if I say talabtu as-sukkar, I asked for sugar. Say talabta, you asked or you sought out for. Talab al-ilm, asking, seeking knowledge. So talabtuma, both of you sought out knowledge. Now this can be male and female. Whenever you have the word tuma with the fi'l, they've categorized it under the masculine form, which is not a problem. Talabtum is basically you all asked for, requested for, sorted for. Akelti is like saying you, female, ate. أكلت is I ate. If I want to say you ate for male, I'll say أكلت. أكلتما is two people. أكلتن is you all ate. So if I take the word ذهب is a root word. When I see ذهبت for I went, so two is the added letter. The root word will be ذهب. So if I say ذهبت, two refers to the I, so I went. ذهبنا is referring to we went. So all you have to focus on is, so these, the three-letter verbs are the root ones. So ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma, tunna. So the original, let's say the original form is going to be as it is. Kataba is basically when two people write. Katabu is they wrote. So wajadat, when you find the ta sukun, obviously she found. Wajadata is they both found female. Wajadna. So always look at the last letter that was added in any of the original three-letter verbs, and that should help you distinguish them and help you recognize, what sort of verb it is. So this is for the past tense. Inshallah, in class, if I say sakantu fil bayt, I lived in the house. If I say sakanna fi hayy al-matar, sakanna is we lived in the airport area. So if I say dhahabtu ila al-masjid, I went to the masjid. So hopefully the more examples we cover, the more inshallah you will understand. So this is in terms of past tense. So the present tense, yaf'alu. So the word fa'ala is a root word. So if somebody wants to say he is doing, you will say yaf'alu. There will be a ya that will be added for saying he is doing. For two people, you'll say yaf'alani. There's going to be an alif and noon. For three and more, you'll say yaf'aluna. Okay. So if you take this fa'ala form, the original word, and you want to say he is doing, you'll say yaf'alu, yaf'alani, yaf'aluna. One, two, many. You see this. So taf'alu is male, you doing. Taf'alani, you both doing. Taf'aluna is basically you and many. Okay. And inshallah, in this case, I will explain some of the other forms. I think they haven't covered this. One second. They're just taking another root word. So when you see a ya in the beginning and there's a dhamma, yaftahu is basically means he is opening. Yaftahani, two people are opening. Yaftahuna, it is two or many are opening. So if I say yadhhabuna, dhahaba is a root word. Yadhhabuna is like saying they are going. So tadribu. So tadribu, again, if you see the first letter, it is going to be daraba is to hit somebody. Tadribu is you hit. Tadribani is two people hitting. Tadribuna is you all are hitting. If I say yadribani, is going to say two male were hitting. Yadribuna is saying they were hitting. Here there's ta, but if I put a ya and I say yadribuna, then in that case, two or more will be, they will be hitting. Let me just see if I have another form in which it explains more. Okay, I want to cover this also, inshallah. So just like how you have yaf'aluna, so for the feminine form also, so for male, you doing and saying she doing is the same. Inshallah, once you look at the table and you keep looking, you'll get it. So female, when you say taf'alu, it means if I say, let's say I want to say ذهب as a root word, يذهب محمد إلى المسجد, but I want to say Zainab is going to the masjid. So I'll say تذهب زينب إلى المسجد. So the ta is also used for you going. It's also used for she is going, but it depends on the sentence. If I say هل تذهب إلى المسجد, are you going to the masjid? And I can say هل زينب تذهب إلى المسجد, is Zainab going to the masjid? So the same verb, depending on the sentence, it takes a different meaning. So تفعلani is two females doing. يفعلنا is they are doing. Okay. So whenever you see this form, lina form, If I say تفعلين, if I say تكتبين, تقرأين, once you hear that form, it's like saying you female. So if I want to say هل تسكن في البيت, this is referring to do you live in a house, في البيت, in the house. But for a female, I'll say هل تسكنين في البيت. For two people, I'll say هل تسكنان في البيت, هل تسكن في البيت, do you all live in the house? Okay, so this inshallah ta'ala is going to be, so they've taken the word dakhala. I can say تدخل زينب المسجد. Zainab is entering the masjid. تدخل زينب المسجد. تدخلان بنتان المسجدان. Actually, I should, for that form, ignore that example. That wasn't a good example. تدخلان is two people entering. يدخلن. So if I say النساء يدخلن, the women entered المسجد. They entered the masjid. تنصرين is basic to help somebody. So هل تنصرين أولادك? Are you helping your children? So نصر is to help. تنصرين is a female. هل تنصرين? Are you helping الأولاد, the children? This is تنصراني, two people for female. تنصرنا is again three or more. So if I want to say I am helping, I am slaughtering, or I am doing, so that rather than saying يفعل, it becomes أفعل. So if I want to say, so if I take the word تدخل, it will become أدخل, I am entering. If I want to say we are entering, we'll say ندخل. In this word, in this case, they have taken أذبح, means I slaughter. نذبح is we are slaughtering. So this is to give you an idea. The more, obviously, I am not expecting anybody to master this in one day, but this is for me to give you an idea, and later on, inshallah, you will understand this over a period of time. But this is to give you guys an overall idea. So if you hear the word second, to fil bayt, I lived in the house. But if you hear the word askunu fil bayt, I live in the house. So when a letter is added in the beginning, and when a letter is added in the end, you should be able to distinguish if it's past tense or present tense. So I think this is our lesson for this week, inshallah. If you guys have any questions, hopefully we can clarify them in the class. Jazakumullah khairan.